And now the second rule applies to the relationships. So, and there's also a cheat sheet uploaded on the website. So the second rule that we are going to look at is now that the relationships, and we start with one by one relationships, which we don't have here, but theoretically we would have, if we have a one by one relationship, and for the sake or the fun of it, we could actually now use the room as an example. Right, so lecturer, one lecturer has exactly one room and the other way around, so this would be 1-1. So what we, how would we model that? And I will actually do it here. So the rule is, when we have a one-to-one relationship, we can choose. So we have two tables, first of all, lecturer and room, and I will do that here. So I will remove the room field. You can leave yours if you want. I will just want to demonstrate. And I'll create the room table. And the room table has a room number maybe. And this is OS 108. And it maybe has a building, and that's it. And the building is Schmid-Hone. Maybe it has an address as well, but that's enough. So now we have lecturer and room, and the rule for one-to-one relationship says choose one of the two tables and add the foreign key to either one of them. So either we say, okay, we add a column in the room table referencing the lecturer, or we can also add a column in the lecturer table referencing the room. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's a one-by-one relationship, and it just needs to be stored somewhere. So if I say, okay, a room has a lecturer or a lecturer has a room, it's equivalent in terms of modeling a one-by-one relationship. So I think it makes more sense to say a lecturer is in a certain room, and that's why I now create a new field. And to create a reference to another table and create a foreign key, we can say link to another record, and then we need to tell Airtable which table do we want to link to, and we want to link to the room table. And then we can say, okay, first of all, we give it a name and call it room. And then we can say allow linking to multiple records or not. And in this case, we don't want to do that because we only want to allow one room per lecturer. So we don't want more than one value here. And then I click save. And what I have now is, if I click on this plus symbol here, we can choose a value from the room table. And if I click here, it will give me the primary key of the room that I referenced. So this is the OS 108. The others are actually empty records. And for demonstration purposes, I will just add one more. Maybe OS 109. So now you see that we have a new column here as well. So Airtable actually does both. I just said we only need it in one table, but Airtable adds the lecturer column also to the room table, because in this case it doesn't really matter, and it helps us. For example, in this case we can see, okay, in room 108 there's the lecturer with ID 1, whoever it is, but we can click on expand, and then we see the whole record. So okay, that's me. And we could also add, now from here we could add a lecturer to this room if we wanted to do that. This is nice, on the one hand. On the other hand, it gives us the chance to, so if I now put me in room 109, it gives us the chance to select multiple values here, which we actually didn't want. So this is, I think it's kind of a problem that they model it this way, because usually we said we don't want more than one here. So room 109. I'll just check if I can select more than one here as well. It shouldn't be possible. So if I cannot add another one here, but I can assign another room to myself, and then what actually happens is I have violated this rule. So it's possible here I would say in a technical database I could make sure that this is not possible, but using Airtable it is possible, but we can always say, okay, nobody should edit this field ever. We could actually hide it or simply remove it from any view later on, and then people can't edit it. So with Steuerung Z, we can always undo our last action.